What is the most embarrassing thing you've done while excited that no one else knows about? As a late teen, in the early stages of Omegle or chatroulette, I found myself chatting with a girl who initiated some explicit video chatting. I was excited and nervous. As things progressed, she asked me to put a finger up my behind. I tried to dance around it, but she was persistent and offered some enticing visuals in return. I figured I was smart, so I bent my pointer finger and knuckled my ass and pretended to be going to town. It worked. She reciprocated with a request of mine. I'm the man. Her screen cuts to black. She starts typing. I receive a message that she is going to send this video to my family and post it online. I am now shitting bricks. I call her bluff. Her black screen starts to play back our video chat. Then, she sends me a link. I am on some random site, knuckling my ass. A screenshot of my Facebook follows the link. I don't know how she got it, but it was around that time where you can list your family members, and I had about 10 listed. She leaves the chat. Now at 2 a.m. on a random weeknight, I start sending everyone in my family messages that if they receive a video of me, to please not watch it through the end. My family asked me questions for weeks, and nothing came of it. I reported to the website where my 15 minutes of fame was posted stating I was my father, and I'm a minor, and the video was removed. Excited teen with a laptop. Very bad. I am also not on any social media aside from this, because I'm traumatized to this day that the old chocolate knuckle may resurface. I stuck my D in a warm watermelon. Had a hard time explaining to Mom why I ate a whole melon. Wasn't there a story on here where a guy pitched his fruit in the yard? The seeds took and actually grew delicious watermelons. His family really enjoyed the fruits of his labor. I have to get this off my chest, because I physically wince every time I think of it. 42 female here. I was an incredibly excited human in my teens. Anything that seemed remotely phallic. None of it was off limits. Like my hairbrush handle, deodorant can, my dad's electric toothbrush. When none of that satisfied, I tried stuffing a glove with wet paper towel. Full on tried to MacGyver myself a dildo. It was the 90s, so there was no discreet online shopping. Still, not good enough. So one day, Mum comes home with the grocery shopping, and I see it being put away in the fridge. A nice, big cucumber. I'm sold. I know that I am going to sneak to the fridge in the night, and I'm going to do unspeakable things with that cucumber. I remember being excited for the rest of the day in anticipation. I'll spare the details of the event. I covered it in cling wrap, by the way. And fast forward to my post-cucumber glow. I suddenly realized I had a problem. That cucumber was for the next night's dinner. What do I do with it now? I thought about eating it, but it was as long as my forearm, and I wasn't a huge fan. I could have hidden it in my bag and thrown it out, explained that I had it as a midnight snack or something. But it all seemed like so obvious, like my parents would have known why I really took it. So I figured the best thing to do was to wash it and put it back in the fridge. Sorted, right? It seemed like the right thing to do. Until the next night, when I had to make chit-chat at the dinner table, while my mother, my father, and my older brother devoured the cucumber I had thoroughly the night before. I want to apologize to them so much too, because I think I did it at least twice. Blurt out a confession while they're eating it at table. Pops bolts to the bathroom to sanitize his mouth from the unspeakable horror of it all. And as he grabs hold of his electric toothbrush, he hears you shout, "No, wait." I was suspended a lot in high school. During an internal suspension for graffiti, I was bored as duck and started doing it. The vice principal walked past and peered in through the small head-sized window near the top of the door. He immediately burst through the door, demanding I give him my marker. He thought I had another marker for graffiti that I didn't give in when I was suspended that morning. He asked me like 4 times, and each time I said something along the lines of, "I don't have a marker. I don't know what you're talking about." I think by the last time he realized I was shitting myself and sitting awkwardly. LMAO. Coming from someone that was fighting and doing dumb shit all the time. I can only assume the panic in my eyes helped him put 2 and 2 together. He didn't say a word, just backed out the room and closed the door. Got wild with a distant cousin I had never met before, only to later come to know she's a close cousin and technically my sister. Edit. Guys, I'm overwhelmed with all the responses. But nope, nobody's father or mother f***ed around. We've got complicated family trees in our part of the world. We found out the truth only when an elder person from the family formally introduced us to each other later on. And nope, my username has nothing to do with this incident. My wife and I went on a family vacation with her family. We were in our room of the Airbnb, and we were teasing each other. She told me she was going to go upstairs to the kitchen to get some whipped cream, part of the foreplay we wanted to try. So I said okay. She went upstairs, and I ended up getting trying to surprise my wife, only to be surprised and shocked that my mother-in-law saw me instead. It was embarrassing, shocking, and unforgettable, and hilarious. I guess my mother-in-law wanted to ask my wife a question, and she was in her room, which was 2 doors down from us. LOL. When I was in college, I lived in an extremely cramped apartment to save money. 9 people in a 1-bedroom apartment. So I was sharing a twin bed in the living room with my best friend and a bunk bed with 3 other roommates right next to it. Needless to say, I very rarely got opportunities to release myself. I don't know if it's the same for other women, but I can't do it while standing up. So the shower was a no-go option. Anyway, I had an astronomy class in the evenings and was extremely excited after having no happy ending in weeks. We were watching a video in class, so the lights were off, and I was near the back of the class. But with the way the tables were, it would have been really easy to tell what I was doing if anyone decided to look in my direction. I didn't care. I slid my hand down my pants and went to town, and had one of the best happy ending of my life while learning about quasars. I think someone might have seen, because I got a couple of suspicious glances on the way out of class from a guy who was sitting at the adjacent table. He never said anything to me, but I was still incredibly embarrassed for the rest of the semester. It may or may not have sparked my exhibitionist kink.
If you enjoy our channel, we'd love to invite you to become a member. Joining is easy. Just click the join button on our channel homepage or beneath any of our videos. Your support means the world to us, and as a member, you'll gain access to exclusive perks and content. Thank you for being part of our community. We look forward to welcoming you as a member soon.